All right, so I think that's everyone in now. Let me just do a little bit of housekeeping before we start. As you can see, or maybe you don't know, but this session is being recorded. I don't have all your screens up, so I can't see all of you on the recording. So don't worry about that. It looks fine. But if you're really not happy, just in case, just take off your video because I'm going to be using this for promo purposes. So you all look lovely. Well, actually, I can't see any of you apart from Elaine. And Elaine, you look lovely in your conservatory, so we're all right. So just to let you know, this is being recorded. Also, there's that text box if you need me. Just text in there. Okay, so let's get on with it. I'm at the beach. I'm going to take you to the beach, and I want to explain the benefits of relaxation, first of all. Now, a lot of you will have already had sessions with me, so you're going to probably already know the benefits of relaxation. But for those of you who have never tried hypnotherapy or tried deep relaxation, I just want to explain to you why it's important, basically. So relaxation is actually the opposite of stress. Nobody can be relaxed and stressed at the same time. It just is not possible. So clearly, if you can relax, that means you're not stressed. And particularly, in the times that we're going through at the moment, with everything that's been going on or not going on, we're all going to feel a little bit out of our comfort zones, and we're all going to feel anxious. We might be worried about our futures and uncertain and all of that. So it's going to be really hard to kind of bring in relaxation. But really, my point is, if we learn to bring relaxation in as a default, it's a practice that you do every day. Eventually, your body and your mind will just start to realize that this is what you do. This is the new normal. So in any sort of stressful situations that you find yourself in, your brain and your body and your mind will kind of all start to link up and start to resource that situation from a calm point of view. So that's why relaxation is a skill. And of course, with any skill, you practice it. The more you practice it, like Elaine, you're a dance teacher, you teach people dance, and they don't just turn up for one lesson and then get on strictly, a week later. It's all about practice. It's all about repetition. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And the more you practice something, the better you get at it, the more familiar it becomes to you. So that's why I'm really into relaxing. And if you understand that point, that if you can relax, clearly you're not stressed. That's basically the benefit of why relaxation is important to you, to us as human beings. So children are actually experts at relaxing, and the reason why is because when we use hypnotherapy, we use the powerful imagination that we have. And as you know, children have got a very, very powerful imagination. We also, as adults, have a good imagination. It just needs to be encouraged. So when you physically relax, you can mentally relax. And when you can mentally relax, your imagination really does come out to play. So in this session today, I'm going to be asking all of you to get into that powerful imagination that you have. And we are actually going on a journey to the beach. And the beach is always a lovely place to go whenever you want to feel cleansed of any kind of negative energy, of any negative thinking. The beach is a really lovely kind of neutralizing place. Okay, so if you're all ready, what I would like you to do is either find a comfortable place to sit down or lie down. Make sure you've got your blanket, make sure you're going to be warm. And okay, fine, if you do get interrupted, that's okay. Just bring yourself back to the sound of my voice. Unfortunately, the neighbour opposite me has just started using one of those hammer drills. So I'm hoping that he just kind of stops in a minute. I'm just going to send some hypno vibes across the road and just hope he stops. So hopefully if you hear any kind of hammer drilling, kind of just pretend that the building site is over there on the beach and you can just ignore that sound. All right, so as you get comfortable, as you get cozy, whether you're sitting down or whether you're lying down, just get yourself into that comfortable position now. And just making those adjustments into comfort. And as you do that, you may like to close your eyes, because closing your eyes to the outside world really helps you open up your eyes to the inside world, which is the powerful world of your imagination. And we're going to be using your imagination in this session, but for now, please take your attention to your breathing. So just take some really nice, longer and slower and deeper breaths in and out. Every time you breathe in, really send that breath lower into your system, deeper. And every time you breathe out, imagine that you can fully release. Just fully releasing anything you don't need to hang on to right now, because it's not important enough in this moment and at this time. Because right now what you're doing is prioritizing yourself. This is time for you. Time where nobody else is going to be interrupting you. So as you allow yourself to just settle right here, right now, and if you've just joined in, just lying down comfortably, lying down and getting yourself all cozy. People are just joining in as I keep speaking now, but that's okay. As you lie down, allow your eyes to close, and if you haven't done so already, just start to find a comfortable position for yourself. And as you get comfortable, bring your attention to your breathing. So just take some really nice, longer, slower, deeper breaths. Keep allowing your breath to deepen and lengthen. And with every breath in, see if you can send it deeper, lengthening your breath. With every breath out, letting go. Just letting go of the day you've had. Letting go of the week you've had. Letting go of conversations you've had. Because this is your time. This is time for you, where nobody wants anything and nobody expects anything right now. And right now, all you have to do is bring your attention to the sound of my voice. And as you breathe deeply, what starts to happen automatically is that you engage what we call your parasympathetic nervous system. That's just a fancy way of saying that you can relax from the inside out. And when you're relaxing, you start to recognize that feeling. It's a familiar feeling. Perhaps you felt it before in your life, and perhaps you can imagine yourself relaxing even more. To help you relax, what I'd like you to do is just think about the tiny muscles that make up the top of your head, all around your scalp. Imagine that the sunshine is shining on those muscles on the top of your head, and they're literally getting softer. Imagine that as the sunshine is shining all around the top of your head, imagine the softness is now traveling down into your forehead, softening your muscles all around your forehead, softening your eyebrows, and even the muscle in between your eyebrows now. Imagine that's beginning to soften as well, almost like you're ironing it out. And as you soften your eyebrows, literally softening your eyelids, feeling your cheeks relax, relaxing your chin. Sometimes we hold a lot of tension and tightness in the jaw area. So just notice how your jaw can soften and relax and drop ever so slightly. When your face completely relaxes in this way, you send a positive message to the rest of your body. It's like you tell the rest of your body that you are giving it permission to relax and soften everywhere else. So you can almost feel your shoulders getting looser and lighter, a bit like if you were carrying a very heavy bag like a rucksack. Imagine that you're putting the rucksack down now and you're allowing yourself to stand up taller and straighter. So literally your muscles all around your shoulders become lighter and so much more calmer and relaxed and softer. That sense of lightness across the top of your shoulders, that sense of relief as your shoulders drop away from your ears. Now, imagine that the relaxation from your shoulders is now traveling down your arms, all the way into your elbows, and relaxing from your elbows, all the way down your forearms, relaxing your forearms all the way down into your wrists, relaxing your wrists, all the way down into every single one of your fingers, every single one of your fingertips, and both your thumbs now, letting go. Just letting go, easily and effortlessly. Good. And now just notice how your breathing can relax inside your chest as well as down into your belly. So you can soften there too. And because you might be lying down or sitting down right now, your spine doesn't need to be switched on, so you can fully put your spine into neutral. What I would like you to imagine now is that there is a spiral of relaxation that is travelling down your spine. A spiral of relaxation that travels from the top of your spine all the way down, touching each vertebrae piece by piece. And every time that spiral of relaxation touches the next vertebrae down, you can relax just a little bit more. And as that spiral of relaxation gets to the middle of your spine, I would like you to imagine what it would feel like if you could relax 50% more than you have ever done before. And what is that like for you, that feeling? Maybe you feel comfortably heavy. Maybe you feel comfortably light. And sometimes you can feel heavy and light at the same time. And that is indeed an amazing feeling as your body lets go of tension and tightness. Your mind begins to follow. Imagine now that as you've relaxed all the way down to the bottom of your spine, you can imagine what that feels like to be able to relax as fully and as deeply as you can ever imagine being relaxed. Imagine now that you can relax down your legs, the top of your legs relaxing, and the back of your legs, as well as the top of your knees and the back of your knees. Relaxing down your shins and your calf muscles and right the way down into your ankles and right the way down into the tops of your feet. Now, one leg might be a little bit more relaxed than the other one. If that is the case, what I would like you to do is imagine that you can comfortably balance out that feeling of total relaxation from right to left and left to right. Imagine yourself balancing out the feeling of relaxation from top to bottom and back to front. If you could relax every single one of your toes, one by one, how would you know? Now you're in a state of deep relaxation, and as you relax even deeper now, I'd like you to use your imagination, because remember I told you that when you physically relax, you mentally relax. And when you mentally relax, your imagination really does come out to play. And children are experts at using their imagination. And it's really nice as adults to be able to engage with your imagination as well. I'd like you to imagine yourself now on a sandy beach. The beach is quiet, peaceful, and warm. And you can hear the familiar sounds of the beach, the gentle tides of the glistening ocean coming in and out. The inviting call of the birds in the distance, and the warm, salty breeze ruffling through your hair and your clothes. And you can taste the salty air, and the warm wind is invigorating and rejuvenating. You look down and you notice that your feet are bare. And you can now feel the warm, soft sand underneath your feet. And watch as your feet sink deeply into this warm softness, covering your feet completely as the sand seeps through every single one of your toes. You feel grounded and connected to this earth as your feet sink deeper and deeper down into the sand. And as you look around you, you notice and become aware of some cliffs in the distance. And because you're curious, you start to make your way across the beach slowly towards the cliffs. And with each step you take, you feel so much more connected to this very peaceful and tranquil place. And you sense yourself relaxing even more. You become aware now of all your senses coming alive in this very safe and peaceful place. Your sight seems much more sharper, your hearing much more acute, and each step you take stimulates your touch senses. You can taste the air and smell the beachy aroma, and this sensory perception intensifies with each step you take. You feel alive and connected to this natural world around you, and you feel utterly blessed to be part of such beautiful surroundings. And as you approach the cliffs, you notice there is a little opening, a cave. You decide to walk towards the cave and have a little look inside. And you see a comfortable looking cave that has been inhabited before. It's very welcoming and very, very inviting, and it looks like a really relaxing and safe place to sit inside. And so you decide to go inside and sit for a while. And the cave glistens and glimmers around you, and you feel really happy to sit inside it, to rest and contemplate. And the cave has almost got walls made of jewels, just sparkling and glimmering and glistening all around you. As you find a comfortable spot, you decide to sit down. While you're sitting inside your very cozy, shimmering cave, I'd like to share with you a little story that I think you might like. It's called The Caged Bird. The bird in the cage had lived there for a very, very long time. Often it would look through the bars of the cage out of the window to the meadows and the trees beyond. And it could see all the other birds flying free in the open air, and often it would wonder how it would be to feel the sun on its back and the wind in its feathers, to swoop and soar and snatch mosquitoes in flight. When the bird thought of these things, it could feel its heart beating with excitement. It would sit taller on top of its perch and breathe deeper into its bird belly, sensing the thrill of possibility. Sometimes another bird would land on the windowsill, resting from its travels, and look inside at the caged bird. The travelling bird would put its head to one side as if to quizzically ask itself how such a thing could be. A bird in a cage? Unimaginable. And it was at these times that the little caged bird felt most miserable. Its little shoulders slumped, and it felt a lump in its throat and a heaviness in its heart. One day, the owner of the caged bird accidentally left the door of the cage open, and the bird looked through the door. It saw all of the other birds swooping and soaring outside with the sun on their backs and the wind in their feathers, and it felt a little stirring inside. Then the caged bird also noticed that the window was open, and its heart began to beat even faster. It considered its options. It was still considering its options at sunset when the owner returned and closed the door of the cage. The bird, for whatever reasons, valued security over freedom. And you remain seated in the cave right now, feeling extremely secure and protected. This is a space that you can always come to for security and safety. It's a special place that you have created inside your mind with the power of your own imagination. It's a place, a special place within you that you can always go to when you feel you need to retreat, to feel sheltered, to feel safe. Safe from the external world and the noise and the chaos. This place inside of you is a place of calm, stillness, and space. Every droplet or sound around the cave echoes in a magical way. This is the cave of wisdom, and you may sit here for as long as you like when you feel the need for answers and for direction. And as you sit in your cave right now, just allowing yourself to contemplate, imagining yourself relaxing a little bit more. And during this special, deep relaxation, your body's self-healing processes can work efficiently and much faster than usual, faster than even sleep. These processes work more powerfully, as if you're re-energizing your entire body, allowing you to enjoy a real sense of comfort and calm. This sense of inner comfort becomes an inner strength, so it allows you to be fitter and healthier in every way. And during this special relaxation, your whole body system is working more slowly and more easily than any other time, allowing your body's natural healing and rejuvenating process to work more efficiently and work more easily, working more effectively. Imagining that each fibre, each tiny cell is being checked and repaired, even replaced where necessary. Imagine that each and every organ of your body is starting to regenerate and heal, so you can start to feel good inside yourself and within yourself, within your body and within your mind. And you become able now to develop an inner strength, an inner calm that becomes deeper and more profound each time you relax. And even if you listen to the sound of my voice, it's almost as if the sound of my voice reminds you of your ability to relax in this way. And within the channels of your body, your nerves are also resting and relaxing, relaxing and resting, becoming stronger and steadier with each and every passing day. And because of all of this, as each day goes by, you will find yourself steadily becoming more and more self-assured and more aware that you can deal with difficulties that life sometimes does bring us. You can deal easily with those things, often finding ways to turn them into your advantage. You will be pleased to discover that a calm confidence just begins to build up inside you, so that you become the one that deals with things. You become the one that copes with things, the one that looks forward with cheerfulness to the little problems that life does bring us, because deep inside of you, in the part of you that knows what to do and knows how to do it, you know and understand that you can deal with these things just easily by taking them in your stride. And because of all of this, things that might have been difficult for you in the past to deal with actually become so much easier now. From now on, you might even find yourself wondering if they were all a problem in the first place, because you find yourself easily finding solutions and looking for the answers. You find yourself being an inspiration to other people and also yourself. And that always feels good. That always feels so good. With each day that passes now, you become more and more aware that you are your own master, the equal of anybody, that nobody controls you. And because of all of this, all the things you want to do in life, you can. You will find your concentration and motivation begins to improve, so that actually when you put your mind to something, you do start things, you do get through things, and you do complete things. You also find new and interesting ways to overcome all the little setbacks that we all have happen to us in life. You're able to now turn these setbacks into your advantage more often than not. And you're going to discover a whole new respect for yourself, a whole new sense of pride in your personality, in your whole being. And that new respect and that new pride will continue to grow every day for the rest of your days. And as you're in that cave right now, and I'd like you to remember that this is a place you can always come to whenever you need to and whenever you want to. And I know that there is a part of you listening to everything I'm saying, and there is another part of you that has just wandered off into that drifty, floaty space. And even if your mind has wandered off quite a bit, my voice can just fade into the background. And it doesn't even matter if you can hear what I'm saying or not quite hear every single word, because very soon now you are going to remember how relaxed you are. I'd like you to now start to get up from your cave and walk outside back onto the beach. And now you're back on the beach, and you can feel the sunlight on the top of your head again, on your shoulders. Not too hot, but it's just amazingly comfortably warm. And you're watching the ocean shimmering and sparkling. And now you begin to find yourself back on the beach. Maybe you can hear the sound of the ocean on the shore. Maybe you can hear the seabirds calling faintly from a long way off. But you can marvel at the deep sense of calmness and tranquility that sweeps over you now. And as you're standing there on the beach, you go towards the sea. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your head and your shoulders. And you look at that beautiful golden shoreline sweeping away in a gentle curve in front of you, to a distant point where the trees just seem to come down. Their branches seem to overhang the ocean itself. You can feel the sand warm between your toes as you stroll lazily across the beach now to the water's edge. And the sand becomes a darker golden colour when you get there, and you now enjoy the change from the warm sand to the moist, firm coolness between your toes as you wander across the shore now, leaving a lazy trail of footprints in the sand behind you. And every so often, a larger than usual wave sends water foaming around your feet. And as you look behind you, you see all your footprints being washed away in the sand behind you. And then as you look at the sand underneath your toes, you see tiny little coloured pebbles glinting like jewels in the sun. You can smell the ocean. You see the sunlight dancing on the waves, and you hear the sound of the water hissing over the sand. And all of these things seem to create a sense of timelessness for some unknown reason. And actually now you decide to just sit and watch the ocean come in and go out. And as you're sitting and looking at the sea in front of you, you look towards the horizon, and there's a faint haze which makes it difficult for you to see exactly where the sky stops and exactly where the ocean starts. The different colour blues just seem to merge into each other. And as you try and work it out, you realise that there's a little tiny small cloud that is appearing towards you. This tiny little small cloud is moving from the horizon really, really close to you now. And that small cloud is now above your head. Actually, it's the fluffiest, whitest cloud that you've ever seen before. And somehow you know that this cloud is there for you. And what it is there for is it's there to help you really get rid of any worries and any tension and any tightness. So something magical is happening right now. It's as if all of your stress, all of your concerns, and all of your worries are literally spiraling out of you, out through the top of your head, and this white fluffy cloud is absorbing all of your worries and all of your tension and all of your stresses. And as you look up, what is now happening, that cloud is getting steadily darker and darker all the time. As all of your worries are leaving you, the cloud is becoming grey, darker grey. And now it's becoming really dark. And as it gets to its darkest point, as that cloud gets to its blackest point, the sunshine bursts through, dispelling that cloud away to the edges of the universe, leaving you feeling completely calm, totally still, and beautifully relaxed. So relaxed that you can actually feel yourself drifting off into this beautiful daydreamy state, kind of half asleep, half awake, not quite sure, but so relaxed, so comfortable, and so calm. And it's kind of like you're drifting and dreaming and floating. And it's almost as if you drift into a really lovely dream. You dream that you're standing at the entrance to a long corridor, and you look down the corridor, and towards the end of the corridor there is a small circle of bright light at the far end. Imagine yourself now in your dream as vividly as you can, moving towards that corridor. moving forwards along that corridor towards that circle of bright light at the far end. And now, just imagine that that circle of bright light is moved closer to you. It's got larger and brighter. So bright that now you are just one step away from it. One step away from stepping into that circle of bright light. And now you become ready. You feel yourself ready to step in to the light. There is a part of you that is perhaps apprehensive because you don't know what you're going to get when you get there. But then there is another part of you that is totally curious because you want to feel that light surrounding you. And now you decide to step in to the light. You can almost feel that light coming in through the top of your head like a shower. Like a shower of light from the top of your head, traveling through your body, all the way down your body, right out into your fingertips, right down into the tips of your toes. And this light is a special, magical, healing light. You embrace it. You welcome it. It feels very calming and it feels very warm. As you rest, float and relax in the light, it's like the light is supporting you, like some unseen magical energy. Here is where you completely rest and heal and revitalize yourself. And within this light, you can breathe in positive feelings of love, harmony, balance, strength, wisdom, understanding, and joy. And in this light is all the positive experiences that you have all had. Breathe it in gently and easily now. Allow your body to rest and absorb everything that you need right now. Imagine that you've been in this positive light for 1 week now. Your body continues to heal, revitalize. You can now experience the sensation of it happening naturally. Imagine now that you've been in this light for 1 month. There is a calmness within you, maybe a calmness that you've never even experienced before. It's almost like an awakening is happening, just drifting and floating in this light. Let it happen naturally for you. That's right. You've been drifting in the light for 3 months now. Your body healing, revitalizing. Every muscle, every fiber, every tissue inside your body, every organ, every bone, every cell, functioning exactly as it should be, as you just relax. You have now been gently drifting in the light for 6 months now. And you can feel mentally and physically stronger. Breathe in everything you need: insight, patience, motivation, love, understanding, patience, joy, happiness, and wisdom. It's all there for you right now in this light for you to absorb. And these feelings are there for you as you focus and notice how your skin is absorbing all of this positivity. You have now been gently floating and drifting in this light for a whole year now. Your natural and instinctive senses of touch and smell and vision and taste, a hearing, are so clear and so fresh. You also feel that sixth sense of intuition naturally beginning to open up like a beautiful flower bud. Your whole being beginning to blossom and flower. It's like the most beautiful garden you've ever seen, ever, where water flows gently, the sun shines every day, flowers of the brightest, vibrant colours and beautiful, soft fragrances all around you. And somewhere in the distance you can hear the gentle tinkling sound of chimes dancing in a very warm, comforting breeze. And this most beautiful place is right there in your very being and your mind and body. Now feel completely relaxed, completely rejuvenated, revitalized and fresh. And as you breathe in this light, you breathe in everything you need, because soon it will be time to leave this place and move forwards and get on with your day. But remember, when you do come back into the room, it's as if you come back into the room with this awareness. So now, ready now as you breathe in strength and determination, breathe in wisdom and enlightenment. Breathe in achievement and success. Breathe in delight and rapture. Breathe in fulfillment and pleasure, and breathe it all in now. Absorb from this positive light exactly what you need right now. Nice. Good. I'm going to count you back up now with every number. Your wakefulness will increase. Ready. 5. You can hear my voice really clearly now. 4. Just begin to feel whatever you're sitting down or lying down on. 3. Feeling the blanket or the clothes against your skin. 2. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. And 1. When you're ready, opening your eyes and coming back into the room. Good. Nice. Well done, everybody. So just to let me know you're back, I can see you, Elaine. I can see some movement with Mandy. Well done. I can see Laura moving. I can see Debbie, some people appearing there in the screen. Just want to make sure everyone's back in the room. Hold on, can I see? Who else can I see? Okay, good. Carla. Oh, I couldn't see you. I didn't know you were there. Hello, Carla. That was amazing. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Good. Well, I hope everyone got something useful out of that. Let me know how you got on. It'll be good to hear. What I might do now is just in the chat box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 resources, 2 links to a couple of resources that I've got. So I've got an audio which is called The Beach. Guess where you go. So there's that, and then I've got another one which is a group relaxation for the family. So what I will do is put those 2 links into the chat box. So let me just find them. Okay, so here is the beach, and there is the chat. There's one. Hi, Ravi. Great. I'm glad you were totally relaxed too. And Debbie, the whole family enjoyed that. Amazing. You're welcome, Zoe. Nice to see you. I'll put the other one in as well. Hold on a second. Okay. Julie, awesome. You drifted off. Oh, good. Well, you came back, so you were in a good place. Um, not what happened. You don't know what happened in the cave. Well, that was the cave of wisdom. So it will all come clear. Okay, so I've put two links in. So if any of you are interested, just click on those, and then that's something that you can just continue to use every day. I always say to people, if you can relax that deeply every day, it doesn't have to be an hour, it can just be 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be a big deal. As long as you get into the parasympathetic nervous system, that is basically helping you rewire everything in your body and your mind. And if you do that every day, or at least 2 or 3 times a week, you will be able to hold it all together. You will stay calm, resourceful. I'm not saying that you'll bury your head in the sand, pardon the pun, because things are difficult right now. But what you will start to do is you'll start to recognize where you can get your resources from. You can start to navigate your world easily and peacefully. Oh, Patsy, hello. Kate, you normally find it hard to switch off, but that was lovely. Oh, good. So yeah, use those 2 resources that I've put into the chat box. The links are both there. I've made them very, very low cost on purpose because I want them to be available to everybody. And that's it, really. So if any of you have a question or anything, just quickly type it in the chat box and I can answer it. But other than that, it's lovely to see some of your little faces. And I hope you had a lovely time at the beach, because clearly we can't get out to the beach right now. So hopefully you went to the beach in your own mind. And remember, doesn't matter how long we're in lockdown, if we've got a beach in our mind, we can go there. And that's really, 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 really good. You're welcome, Richard. Nice to see you. Oh, you're from, where's QC? I thought that's Queensland for a minute, but if you're in Queensland, you probably can see the beach from your window. All right, well, take care, everyone. Hope you found that useful, and I will see you another time. Big hugs, big kisses, big healthy hugs, and namaste. Bye. Bye-bye.